Welcome back to Enjoy Every Bite. So this portion of the course, I like to call science with an exclamation point. So over time, as you practice the awareness techniques and just being more in tune with what you really want to eat, how you feel when you're eating, why you're eating, and how much you're eating, etc., etc., etc. So through using those questions and enjoy every bite, you'll come to prove it to yourself that it really does work for you. But in the course, let's add a little bit of science to it as well, a little bit of proof. And believe it or not, there is a big field of science that just studies mindfulness, not only in the sort of meditative sense, if you will. This is not about meditation, but also as it relates to eating, weight loss, and digestion and metabolism. And we're going to talk about a few of those studies today. Well, first of all, my story in all this, the way I came to approach eating from a more mindful perspective was kind of from a point of confusion for myself. I mean, in my late teens up into my mid-20s, I was just kind of eating. I was really overeating. And to compensate for that, I would exercise too much. Exercise all the time just to kind of burn those extra calories off. And along the way, in an attempt to find another way to exercise or help myself recover, I came to yoga. And it was through yoga that I discovered mindfulness. Not in any certain specific way, but just in the mindfulness of the moment and being in the moment and really settling into each moment, as yoga often emphasizes. I came to find that sense of peace and calm and awareness and focus that we've talked about throughout this course. So that's kind of how I came to my first touch with mindfulness, being more intuitive and aware. But as for the science, let's talk about that. We have two studies I'll talk about in depth, and then one extra person plus the references that you'll find in Enjoy Every Bite too. So first of all, Dr. Carolyn Dunn of North Carolina State University, her study was 80 participants for 15 weeks, and each week they met for a nutrition talk. So maybe talking about, why to eat fruit and macronutrients, what to keep in your refrigerator and what to keep out. Just basic things like that. Now they were encouraged to eat with awareness, with mindfulness, no distractions, of course, no TV, tablets, phones, etc. But there were no food restrictions. Well, over the course of that 15-week study, the mean weight loss, the average weight loss was 4 pounds. And you might think, 4 pounds, that's nothing over 15 weeks. But think about it, consider this too. They weren't trying to, they were just eating with awareness, no food restrictions. And also considering the fact that the average for most people are gaining weight year by year by year by year throughout the decades, especially when you get in your 30s, 40s, 50s, and beyond. So if the average weight loss was 4 pounds, and they also found they kept it off, 3/4 of them, 60 of the 80, kept it off for 6 months, then you'd find you're not only not gaining the weight, but you've lost a little weight and you've kept it off. Just through being more aware of what you're eating. Okay, the second one, Dr. Donald Morse of Temple University. This study was studying the effects of distracted eating versus mindful eating and digestion. Now, the way they studied this was through saliva, the enzymes in your saliva. That is where digestion begins. That's where metabolism begins. That's where nutrient absorption begins. All the processes, the complex processes of digestion. Now, there were two groups. One group meditated, just something simple, kind of like the minute of mindfulness stuff we're doing in each of these episodes, but they did that for 5 minutes before each meal. The second group ate, but also did some math. Now, not too crazy of math problems, but any kind of math, whether it's just simple addition or higher math, is a frontal brain function and very distracting. And no matter how amazing you are, and you are amazing, you can only do one thing at a time. You really can. If you're doing more than that, you're not doing any of it as well as you possibly could, okay? So these two groups, what they found was the distracted eaters, or in this case, the people doing distracted math, did not digest. They had fewer digestive enzymes. than the people who had meditated before and were eating without distraction. So only eating when you eat definitely benefits nutrient absorption and your metabolism. But wait, there's more. You can always check out all the references in the back of the book, Enjoy Every Bite. It's scholarly articles, it's research studies, it's other books if you want to go a little bit deeper into the field of mindfulness. Now let's take about 1 minute. We'll do a 1 minute body scan here. Just another type of mindfulness training. So go ahead and have a seat. Place your feet on the floor. Allow your arms to relax by your side and take a deep breath in. And then breathe out. Let your eyes close easily. Now continue taking that breath in and out and begin at your feet. And simply just notice any sensations, tension. Maybe you feel really relaxed, your feet right now, but you feel them against the floor. And slowly move up into your ankles, lower legs and calves. Just going all the way up across the knees and into the thighs now. How do your thighs feel? Any tension there? Are they feeling pretty relaxed sitting against the chair? And now notice your hips. Maybe low back. How does that feel? Are you slumped? Are you tight? Are you just sitting up naturally and feeling good? And just bring that wave of awareness up across the ribs in the front and the back, over your chest and into your shoulders. How do your arms feel just hanging by your side, relaxed? Now your shoulders again. And of course your neck. Maybe relax your jaw. Just really, really relaxing your face. And now easily opening your eyes. That was simply 1 minute. Bring a little bit more awareness just to your bodily sensations. Now the practice for this part of the course. Tonight, visit your kitchen. This is the stove, refrigerator, etc. I'm sure you've been there before. If you haven't been there in a while though, prep a meal. Even if it's something as simple as a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Prep a meal with mindfulness, without distraction. So if it is a PB&J, what's the texture of the bread? How does it smell when you take it out of the package? How does it feel to spread that peanut butter, creamy or crunchy, across the bread? What's the jelly look like? What's the consistency? How does it smell? How does it look? And the best part is, how does it taste when you get to eat it mindfully, whatever it is you choose to prepare tonight? All right, so I want to encourage you to keep using that 7-day mindfulness guide and enjoy every bite. And remember, our next episode is chocolate. So get some chocolate, or if you don't like chocolate, I don't know what's wrong with you, but get some chocolate. A little darker is usually better because it's more nuanced flavors. But get something that you really want to savor, and we'll go through a mindful eating experience on our next episode of Enjoy Every Bite.